So my friend was invited to a church that turned out to be a strip club. It turned out to be a strip club, bro. Like, so apparently, my friend, she moved to a new area. She got a roommate. So this person is her place. So my friend is renting out a place with this girl. She stayed with this girl for 2 weeks, and then on the third week, the girl was like, "Do you want us to go to church?" And my friend was like, "But it's a Saturday. I normally go to church on Sundays." So the girl was like, "No, in our church, we go to church on Saturday, not on Sunday." My friend was like, "Okay, cool. I don't mind anyway. Today I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. So I'll go out with you. So I'll go with you to your church." They're like, "Okay, cool." My friend was like, "Let me take a shower since you're going to church. So I don't want to delay you because I'm a bit slow." So the girl was like, "Our church starts at 5 and ends tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So it's 5 to 5." My friend was like, "What?" Like, yeah. Our church starts at 5, ends tomorrow at 5 o'clock. But if you decide to leave in the middle of the night, you can leave. Nobody will stop you. But our church is 5 to 5. Hi. So my friend was like, "It's an all-night prayer." So the girl was like, "Yeah, it's an all-night prayer. Then you decide if you want to leave, you can leave. Nobody will stop you." She's like, "Okay, cool. That's not a problem at all." Around 5 o'clock, they showered. They showered quickly. My friend puts on a pencil skirt, a pencil skirt and a pencil shoes and a nice top, put a makeup on. The friend was like, "No, that's not how we dress in our church." That's not how we dress in our church. Be yourself, dress up. My friend was like, "No, I am myself." She's like, "No, that will actually be a good outfit for the second session." She's like, "What? Second session?" He's like, "Yeah, that outfit will be good for the second session. Right now, dress anything that makes you comfortable." My friend was like, "I am comfortable." He's like, "No, dress like you're going to a club. The way you would dress going to a club, can you please dress that way?" My friend was like, "What? Going to a club? No, man. What do you mean I should dress like going to... Aren't you going to church?" Like, I was like, "We're going to church, but I want you to dress like you're going to a club." He's like, "No, man. Are we really going to a church?" He's like, "We're going to a church. I swear it's a church. But I want you to dress like we're going to a club." She's like, "Nah. My God doesn't allow me to dress like that. No." She's like, "Then you're not going with me." Then my friend was like, "Okay, yeah. Let me dress up." My friend, she took her jeans, then she took a shirt, and then she tucked in, then she had her heels on. She's like, "Yeah, you dressed, but it's okay. We can deal with that. Anyway, it's your first day." Huh? The girl, apparently she was wearing a dress that was so short and literally showing her little bums there. Her bums were literally hanging at the back of the dress. My friend was like, "Hey, I don't know what kind of a church is this one. This one dressed like this." Anyway, Mina, I don't want people to look at me somehow. I'm going to church. I'm comfortable with this one. The friend was like, "Okay, cool. That's not a problem." Apparently, they Ubered. They went to that church. Apparently, it's a 2-room big building. Ne? So they have the first room and they have a second room, right? So when they enter, my friend said there were chairs, like a normal church. There were chairs, and then there was that chair where pastor stand, and then there was a Bible there. And then she was so shocked why this one is dressed like this and why there's no one in the church. What's going on? But she can hear people talking, like sort of like praying or talking. My friend asked the girl, she's like, "Hey, what's going on? Why there are no people here?" She's like, "No, it's the second room. there are people. Can you hear voices? My friend was like, yeah, I can hear voices. Like, yeah, the next room. Fine, they open there. It's young girls only. My friend is like, when I can estimate the age group that was there, I think it's from 35 going downwards. The oldest could be 35. And then the youngest could be like 19, 20, somewhere there. And then my friend was like, I went to that room. I'm seeing beautiful girls dressed like they're in a strip club. And then there was a one guy wearing a suit standing in front of the girls. But the dress code is like, it's a street club. People are just naked. Some they showing boobs out, and then they're holding Bibles, all of them. But she didn't know that they were holding fake Bibles until she got close. Guys, my friend was like, you know what, friend? I couldn't believe my eyes that people are holding Bibles and then they dress like that. And then my friend said that this guy came to say the ancestors are not going to be happy with her because of the way she dressed. My friend was like, I didn't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I'm hearing this and I'm here. This guy is talking about me as if I'm not here and I can hear him. And then the girl was like, no, siyaxolisa Arthur. Angeke lento le iphindi yenzeke. Ngicela ukuthi ungivumele namhlanje and then isikhathi masiya uzoba comfortable. Okay, those that don't hear Venek, right? So that girl said to the pastor, sorry, Arthur, he called him by name. I'm gonna use the real name that they use calling this guy because for me it doesn't make sense. I don't think it was apparently it wasn't his name. It was just showing respect. She was like, hey Arth, I'm really sorry. This is not going to happen again. So it's her first time being here, so let her be comfortable. Maybe when time goes on, then she will be fine. She will dress like everybody else. Then they showed them a place where they can sit, and then but they were not sitting down, they were standing up. And then they gave them, when you sit down, there's a Bible, there's that Bible. When you get to your chair, there's that Bible. And my friend was like, this is not a Bible, this is just a book. What's going on? So my friend was like, I decided to open it, let me see what is inside, because apparently outside it's not written Holy Bible, it's just a cover, it's not written anything. Then my friend was like, let me open it, let me see what's inside. She opened it and then she saw like sort of like the way it was written is like a poems of love, like love, because apparently she said the only first part she read is like, love him like he's your own man. My friend was like, love him like he's your own man, is this a book song or what? And then she decided to ask the girl, it's like, hey girl, what's going on here, what is this? And then the girl was like, those are poems. They're going to tell us when we should read them. He's like, aren't you reading the Bible? It's like, second session, you will see. Sorry, I didn't mention this. Remember when she told her that second session, she came with those clothes that she was wearing before she told her to change to a club clothes. So she had to come with those clothes for second session. So she bought those clothes for second session. So she was like, second session you will see. My friend was like, yeah, today I'll see them all. And then the pastor was busy reading those poems, you know, slowly. Then they started praying, Arthur this, Arthur this, Arthur soul, Arthur give, Arthur love, Arthur. My friend, all I can hear is Arthur throughout. Then my friend was like, I was so lost, I didn't even know, I felt like going out. And then the pastor will shout so loud, Arthur loves me. And then the girls were like, he loves us both. My friend was like, what is going on here? Kenzagalani, like, What is going on? Who's Ether? Who's Arthur or Ether? Who is that? Apparently my friend was like, I mean, I'm not going to respond to this thing. She told the girls, like, I'm not going to respond to those things. Like, no, obviously it's your first time. You don't know what's going on, but I will tell you. I just wanted you to see everything. Then I'll explain one by one on what's going on. Hey, imagine that. My friend also, me, I would have left anyway. And then after that, the pastor was like, let's show love to each other. And then they will hold hands. Then they will open sort of like a circle holding hands. And then that pastor will be in the circle of them holding hands. And my friend said the pastor was kneeling down and holding his hands like this, as if like he was praying. He was talking, but they couldn't hear what he was saying because they can see his lips moving. And then when the pastor knelt down, they all bow down and do like this. My friend was like, I didn't even bow down for any shit because I don't know what's going on. For me, it was a joke. I'm like, friend, how was it a joke? How was it a joke? How was it a joke? Me, I wouldn't take it as a joke because I don't know what's going on. And she's telling me that this is a church. What kind of a church is this? So apparently the pastor was praying, but they couldn't hear, but they can see that the lips are literally moving. My friend was like, I'm just staring at this stupid man inside the circle. I'm like, what's going on here? My friend was like, I'm just staring at this stupid man. I'm like, what's going on here? Why is this one kneeling down? And my friend was like, while I'm still staring at this stupid man standing in the circle, here comes two. She's like, when I thought I've seen it all, old, two women, Abu Gogo, Abadala, naked, coming inside the church, old grannies coming inside the church, naked, walking naked. And she's like, that time it was around maybe 10:30 because we've been there. The pastor has been praying. I've been watching a movie, literally. And those two old ladies, they separated the girls and then enter inside the circle and combine them again with their hands. And then the other granny was this side, the other granny was this side. And then they were just holding that guy. They were helping that guy to stand up because he was powerless apparently. And my friend was just standing there watching all this thing. I'm like, friend. And then after that, this guy was so weak. Apparently, they opened the circle for him. They took him to that room now. The first room that, remember at the time that we enter, there was a room that was empty. Then when they went to the other side, there was these girls, right? So now they took that guy to that room, that empty room. Apparently there was a carpet there. So they put this guy on the carpet. Then the girls went, then they went to those chairs. Then those chairs had Bibles also. So they were standing there holding those Bibles, and then the guy was lying in front of the church. And then those two grannies, the other one was standing on the guy's feet, the other one was standing on the head. I'm like, friend. And then were you just watching all this thing? Like, you were just there watching. She's like, Chomi, I was there watching because I didn't understand what was going on. I had to watch everything. I'm like, why didn't you leave? Like, literally, why didn't you leave? Apparently, everybody started to undress. My friend was like, I'm not undressing anything. And my friend was like, take off your clothes. Like, I'm not taking off my clothes. It's like, then you don't need to be part of it. It's like, no, but I want to see what's happening. My friend was like, okay, fine. You can take a chair. You can sit there. Hey, I'm like, friend, unesbindi. I wanted to see, as long as I'm not connected to this. I'm like, how are you not connected? Because you're in the same room and they're doing all these rituals and you're there and you're watching. My friend was like, I took a chair for me. I just seated there by a corner and I wanted to see what's going on. I said, I just watch. I said, these girls strip off, they took off their clothes. And then they were raising their hands. Arthur what. Imagine. I'm like, friend. She's like, to me, I'm there. They busy shouting this guy's name, Arthur, while the guy was lying in front of the church. And then the old lady was in this guy's feet. The other one was in the head, standing by the head. And then the girls were raising their hands like, Arthur Banban, Arthur Banban. He said after that, while they're busy saying Arthur Banban, they're busy saying Arthur this, and then Arthur woke up. And then these ladies started to help him to take off his jacket. They unbuttoned his shirt. They took off his pants. They took off his boxes. And then the guy was standing naked in the church. Everybody was watching him. My friend was like, I just saw his thing was just standing there, ready to eat someone's child. I was like, my friend. She was like, I had to run out of the church. I'm like, what is going on here? I was like, yes, sis, I saw that guy's thing standing up. And I saw that guy's thing. I just ran to the door. And then there was this guy that was standing by the door. He's like, you need to go back. We won't allow you to leave at this point. He's like, no, but I'm not part of the church. As you can see, I'm dressed up. Please let me go. The guy was like, you are not going anywhere. Go sit down. It's like the guy was like, go sit down. You already seen a lot, so you need to finish the ceremony. Go sit down. My friend was like, yeah, I'm in deep shit. He's like, yeah, here I am now, walking slow to the chair. I just started looking again. I started watching a movie again. And then apparently Arthur just went moving around the chairs. You know, church, obviously they will put chairs, but you can still be able to move around the chairs. So apparently the other guy was busy moving around the chairs, moving, and then he picked one girl, then went with the girl to the first room that they left. Then they closed the thing, they closed the doors like this, because apparently the doors were sort of like wood, but they were like a sliding, but it was a wood kind of. Then they closed the doors. Then after closing the doors, they hear the girl screaming. My friend was like, I don't even know what was happening there. I can literally see the lights in that side has changed. Now the lights is blue because she can see it under the door. And then they went there for 10 minutes. And then she saw the door opening, and then the girl was coming out. And then she can literally see that there's that disco light thing. You know that disco light that goes like this? My friend was like, show me. I saw a disco light going like this. That side. There was no music, but a disco light was going like this. My friend was like, what's going on in there? And now she can't ask the friend because the friend is there in part of that group thingy. And then they're raising their hands. Arthur came again, picked another girl. They went to that blue room. They closed the door. 10 minutes, girl came out. Heaven. She's like, what's going on in that room exactly? I don't understand what's going on. She's like, I wanted to ask the girl, but I'm so scared that what if this guy comes back and he picks me? And my friend was like, I was so scared to go to that girl, my roommate, to ask her what is going on in there. She's like, let me just watch. Apparently, after 10 minutes, Arthur came again. Now he took the fourth girl. They went in. After 10 minutes, he took the fifth girl. And his thing, apparently, it was still standing. Imagine. And then after that, apparently when the fifth girl came out, those old women, they go inside and then they closed the door. And then after those ladies went inside there, those girls sat down. And then everything was normal. And then they just started to take the Bibles, put the chairs nicely. And then they went to take their clothes and dress up to the second outfit. Remember, they had the club clothes, right? And then now they're going for the club. And now they're going for the formal clothes, like a church normal, respectful clothes. Then after that, they raise their hands again, just like, what is going on here? you know. She's like, I didn't even change. I was just watching them. They were busy changing. I didn't even change. I was okay with my pants. Okay, fine. Then after that, she went to the girls like, hey, he's like, you can't talk to me right now. Go back to your chair. She was like, yeah, ne? She went back to her chair, and then that door opened. And then those two makokos came out now wearing dresses, like, you know, presentable moms now, or grannies. And then they went in front, and then they shouted, Arthur loves me. And then the girls responded, he loves us too. And then my friend was like, you know what? I don't know what's going on here, and I'm tired of hearing this at thing. Let me go to the security and talk to him and ask him if he can let me out. Then he went to the security. He's like, hey, dude, I really need to leave. Like, can you just let me go? Because I'm not part of this. I'm just surprised what's going on here, and I really want to go. And then the guy's like, no, who you came with here? It's like, I came with the friend. It's like, you need to tell your friend if you want to go, because you can't leave here. You need to stay until the ceremony is done. My friend was like, you know what, Chumi? I don't even understand a thing. Like, I'm just in the, you know? She went back to her chair, and then they busy saying, those women, they busy saying, Arthur loves me. And then they respond, he loves us too, blah, 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 blah. And then after that, they just departed, you know. And then after that, they started fixing the chairs again. And then they put back the Bibles. And then the girl came to my friend. He's like, yeah, we can go now. The church is out. And he's like, why were you not participating? My friend was like, participating on what? It's like, no, like, you were supposed to participate. I mean, like, first of all, you said to me, we're coming to your church. Secondly, I don't understand what kind of a church is this one. And you're gonna ask me, why didn't I participate? Are you crazy? Are you okay here? My friend was like, yo, I didn't mean to upset you. Let's go home. Then they went to the security. The security was like, next time, please don't bring this girl, because Arthur is not happy. My friend was like, who is Arthur? And then my friend was like, I'll tell you when I get home. And then the guy was like, don't you dare. Then they went. And then apparently they ordered an Uber. Then they went home. When they got home, my friend was like, who's Arth? Like, what's going on? What kind of a church is this one? It's like, did you hear that security? He said I mustn't tell you. So I'm not going to tell you anything. Like, literally, I'm not going to tell you anything. So they were angry at each other. They couldn't talk for 2 weeks. And then the friend was starting to apologize. And then the roommate started to apologize to my friends. Like, I am so sorry that I took you to church. Blah, blah, blah. I thought you were going to play along. Clearly, you didn't understand what was happening. I thought I was going to explain everything to you. And then you'll understand what kind of a church is that one. And then my friend was like, I have a right to know. And I think I'm going to move out very soon. So I'm just letting you know that I'm moving out because I can't take this thing. And my friend was like, I can't take this and I think I need to move out. A girl was like, I'm really, really sorry of what happened. If you would move out, I wouldn't blame you, but I still can't tell you what's going on. Then my friend was like, then I'm moving out. Because if you don't want to tell me what was happening, what was going on there, I'd rather move out. Then the girl was like, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, you have to move out because I'm not going to tell you what's going on. You have to move out because I'm not allowed to tell you, because you didn't participate and you didn't show interest and you were rude. And my friend was like, how was I rude? It's like, that guy saw that you were rude. It's like, you can't blame me. First of all, you didn't tell me what was going on. Now you're blaming me. My friend was like, you know what? I'm moving out. My friend stayed with this girl until month end. She had to move her stuff out and found a new place, and she moved out. And then they were never in good terms with that girl, and she never told her what was up and what was going on in that church. But my friend saw everything, what was happening. Again, let's be careful. Let's be careful. Let's not just go to people's churches that we don't know. You know, it's not safe. I don't want to say much. You heard what's going on in the story, but let's just shine your eyes. Let's just be careful. Honestly, let's literally just be careful. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Do enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment and share this video if you have to. And that's all from me. I love you. Bye. Mwah.